Get it.
Looks like I have.
Yeah, you got it.
I have control.
Freedom!
I have no control. I keep eating and eating. And wow, she disappeared like a rocket. Is that a fast thing that disappears? Rockets disappear really fast?
I mean, if they're going away from you, yeah, they do.
Yes,
if they're
fair.
coming towards you, they appear very fast.
Did the SLS launch already, or is that in a couple days?
I don't know.
Yeah, I heard it. We always end up. There always end up being rocket launches during Desert Bus, which is fun, and a lot of times we get rocket launches during Zeta, which is fun too.
The 16th.
Okay.
So 2 days. So, assuming it goes properly.
But I did hear that it's supposed to launch on the 16th, like not during the Zeta hours, but if they scrub it or if they have to wait a bit.
I wonder if there's some. I wonder what the connection is between rocket launches happening in like mid-November. If it's just like a better time of year for the various celestial bodies.
More
to be
predictable
moving.
weather, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of times it's been from Europe for a lot of the ones that we've seen launch, but yeah.
I remember seeing a thing showing there's sort of a trope in movies, or sometimes in movies, where like somebody will shoot like a bazooka or like an RPG or something, like and they'll go like, and the person will like, I think there's from like some action movie where person like takes out a gun and shoots the
rocket coming towards them.
Shoots the rocket coming towards them and blows it up before it gets there, because it's an action movie, and I think that's like from Red, which is it's a cool shot, but makes no sense. But also, or people like dodging those or doing things like that, right? Whereas if you see one of those actually fire, it goes like,
yeah, it goes real fast.
And there's an interesting, but I think there's this like interesting aspect where, intellectually or inherently, it's hard to conceptualize how fast things with rockets on the move.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing one of these it was like a G-force or one of these like rocket propelled like sleds for testing G-force stuff.
Oh yeah, okay.
And where it'll go like, it goes like and like goes up to speed, and then they fire the rockets and it just disappears. Like it just goes shoots down the path like so fast. But it's like, because most of the time, like the thing that you most sort of closely or that most people have seen with rockets was like a space shuttle or something that's really big. So it does like, and you're watching it from quite far away usually, and so it looks like it's going kind of slow, at least to start with. It sort of takes a bit to go.
Yeah.
Right. And so you sort of connect that to like, oh, then somebody has like a rocket thing and it goes like, and you would totally have time to jump out of the way or whatever. Yeah. It's like, that is not how it works. Yeah. It only looks slow because it's, an incredibly huge thing being viewed from far away.
It's like watching F1 racing. Where it's like, oh, they're going so fast and all of a sudden they go really slow through the corners. I'm like, yeah, that's because that's relative to how fast they were just going in the straights. They had to slow down a ton, and they're still doing like 85 kilometers an hour, 120 kilometers an hour, like that kind of thing. It's like, yeah, they have to keep going that fast or else they'll spin off the pavement, right?
Yeah.
I have watched a lot of war footage this year, more than I would have expected to, and it is sobering in a way and interesting in a way to be like, this is not TV, right? This is not a movie. Like you watch, like somebody captured this from a drone, right? And you watch the thing happen, you're like, okay, I just watched an explosion that blew up a tank or whatever, right? And you have that weird feeling of it's very anticlimactic. You see,
Yeah,
it
it's a
happen,
little
you're like, "Aha."
disappointing.
Yeah, you're like, it's not a spectacle.
Real,
but it sure.
real
Yeah.
explosions don't have big
Nope.
fireballs with them and stuff.
Do I